Which of the following is untrue about homology modeling? A. Homology modeling predicts protein structures based on sequence homology with known structures. B. It is also known as comparative modeling. C. The principle behind it is that if two proteins share a high enough sequence similarity, they are likely to have very similar three-dimensional structures. D. It doesn't involve the evolutionary distances anywhere. The correct answer is it doesn't involve the evolutionary distances anywhere. Which of the following is untrue about loop modeling step? A. In the sequence alignment for modeling, there are often regions caused by insertions and deletions producing gaps in sequence alignment. B. In the sequence alignment for modeling, there are no regions producing gaps in sequence alignment. C. The gaps cannot be directly modeled. D. Loop modeling is required for closing the gaps requires. The correct answer is in the sequence alignment for modeling, there are no regions producing gaps in sequence alignment. Which of the following is untrue about backbone model building step? A. Once optimal alignment is achieved, residues in the aligned regions of the target protein can assume a similar structure as the template proteins. B. Coordinates of the corresponding residues of the template proteins can be simply copied onto the target protein. C. If the two residues differ, everything other than the backbone atoms can be copied. D. If the two aligned residues are identical, coordinates of the side chain atoms are copied along with the main chain atoms. The correct answer is if the two residues differ, everything other than the backbone atoms can be copied. Which of the following is untrue about sequence alignment step? A. Once the structure with the highest sequence similarity is identified as a template, the full-length sequences of the template and target proteins need to be realigned using refined alignment algorithms to obtain optimal alignment. B. The realignment is the most critical step in homology modeling. C. The realignment directly affects the quality of the final model. D. Errors made in the alignment step can be corrected in the following modeling steps. The correct answer is errors made in the alignment step can be corrected in the following modeling steps. Which of the following is untrue about specialized programs for loop modeling? A. Petra is a web server that models loops using the database approach. B. Fred is a web server that models loops using the database approach. C. Coda is a web server that uses a consensus method based on the prediction results from Fred and Petra. D. For loops of 3 to 8 residues, Coda uses consensus conformation of both methods. The correct answer is Petra is a web server that models loops using the database approach. In Rosetta, the segments with assigned structures are subsequently assembled into a dimensional configuration. A. Primary 3. B. Secondary 3. C. Secondary 2. D. Primary 3. The correct answer is secondary 3. Which of the following is untrue about template selection step? A. The first step in protein structural modeling is to select appropriate structural templates. B. This forms the foundation for rest of the modeling process. C. There is no use of heuristic alignment search programs. D. The template selection involves searching the protein data bank (PDB) for homologous proteins with determined structures. The correct answer is there is no use of heuristic alignment search programs. Which of the following is untrue about AB initio prediction? A. The limited knowledge of protein folding forms the basis of AB initio prediction. B. The AB initio prediction method attempts to produce all atom protein models based on sequence information alone without the aid of known protein structures. C. The AB initio prediction method attempts to produce all atom-protein models based on sequence information alone with some aid of known protein structures. D. The perceived advantage of this method is that predictions are not restricted by known folds and that novel protein folds can be identified. The correct answer is the AB initio prediction method attempts to produce all atom-protein models based on sequence information alone with some aid of known protein structures. Energy minimization has to be used with caution because excessive energy minimization often moves residues away from their correct positions. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. In side chain refinement step, a side chain can be built by searching every possible conformation at every torsion angle of the side chain to select the one that has the lowest interaction energy with neighboring atoms. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. In the step of model refinement using energy function, the structural irregularities can be corrected by applying the energy minimization procedure on the entire model, which moves the atoms in such a way that the overall conformation has the lowest energy potential. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. Rosetta is a web server that predicts protein three-dimensional conformations using the AB initio method. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. Searching for a fold with the absolute minimum energy may not be valid in reality. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. The prediction programs are thus designed using the energy minimization principle. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. The procedure begins by measuring the orientation and distance of the anchor regions in the stems and searching PDB for segments of the same length that also match the above endpoint conformation. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true.